Can anybody remember what I'm about to do whenever you hear the beat that you heard at the beginning of this video? Some of my old school subscribers would definitely know what I'm talking about. It means it's a Saturday Chill commentary. So like I said, some of you old school subscribers, you'll definitely remember those. If you watch some of my old school commentaries back, I guess you can say back about a year ago. Man, I've been doing this for a while, it seems like. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a long ride. It's been a long road. And I've had a lot of fun doing it. I've met a lot of great people, very nice people in the community. It's really fun to get a bunch of diversity and, meet a bunch of new people. And I had a bunch of good times, just throughout this whole YouTube scene. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't take back or change anything in the past. Honestly, I mean, I can say that with full positivity and without any hesitation. I would never take anything back or change it or alter anything in my life and my past. Because like I said, you guys have probably heard me talk about it before. I feel like your past depicts who you are as a person and an individual as a whole. And it's, it's really cool. I want to talk about the gameplay really briefly, even though this is a Saturday Chill commentary. It's not much about the gameplay, but you got a Scorpion Evo gameplay. A lot of kills, a lot of deaths. It's a pretty close match until about halfway through it or to the end. You guys will see. It's pretty fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. So you got that gameplay, some Black Ops 2. Pretty fast-paced game. But what I wanted to talk about today in the Saturday Chill commentary, first I actually wanted to talk about the Saturday Chill commentary thing. I was thinking about changing the name. Let me know what you guys think about down in the comments. I was thinking about calling it Disconnected. And the reason for that being is because, as most of you know, Only Use Me Blade, he does a thing called Sunday Chill commentary. And I didn't want it to seem too similar. I know Blade doesn't have a copyright thing for that, and I don't even think it's possible to copyright words or anything for a series like that. But I just figured later on down the road, once I get more subscribers, more viewers, etc., people will be thinking that I'm copying him, and I don't want to give the bad impression right off the bat, because I'm no means trying to copy someone or impersonate someone, because I do respect Blade. I love his commentaries. He's got great content, of course, but I just decided to change the name, and I think it'd be cool to throw my own twist onto it. So I think it'd be Disconnected, and the reason for that being is because I feel like I get to disconnect myself from all the drama and just give you guys a really relaxed and chill commentary, and that is the whole point of this. So I decided to change the name, but like I said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. But anyways, we'll get on to the subject. Okay, so I've been talking with a bunch of my friends, and I've been experiencing a bunch of stuff in my life lately. Life-changing and altering events, and it's been exciting. Nothing really too negative lately. I pretty much try to turn anything negative into a positive. You guys know me. You guys know I'm all about positivity. I try and take any negative aspect and push it out of my life. I know that may sound like a bad thing, because some people say, well, you need to be aware of it, and this is a ridiculous terror one on right there too. But you need to be aware of negative things in your life so you can I guess prepare for them. That's also very true. But I feel like the more you just try to ignore it and just turn anything negative into a positive, it makes you a much happier person. You feel like you live a healthier life. I feel like I live a healthier lifestyle because of that. It feels like my mental health is a lot higher. I feel like I'm just overall much more happy of a person, physically and mentally wise. I feel like, people can tell when I'm, very happy, very fulfilled. It just makes me feel a lot better. It puts me in a great mood. It really does. And I really suggest you guys definitely try it. Try to turn something that may upset you. Maybe you're not having a good day. Just try your best to find the, positivity in it. Try and find, someone could have it worse than you. Just try and think of stuff like that. I'm just giving out suggestions. That's just kind of the things I've been thinking about too. Just like I said, just try and turn anything negative into a positive, because it does help out more than you guys would ever think. It really does, and I cannot explain that enough or express that enough. It's it helps out a lot. It makes a huge difference, and that was pretty funny right there, but a funny little kill. But it does make a huge difference. It really does, and I've noticed that throughout my life. The more and more I try to do that, the more and more happy I seem to be. I used to be not really a negative person. I was never a negative individual, but I didn't really know how to handle negativity that well back in my earlier years of my life. I didn't really get much negativity by any means. No one ever really bullied me, which I'm very thankful for. I'm glad no one really bullied me. I've had a lot of really, chill people at my school, and a bunch of great friends. Very positive people, and they always are. It's rewarding to have great friends, of course, and people that respect you. A lot of people, they're just really chill with me at school, and that's great. It is great to have peers that actually respect you, or just, really relax and chill with you. Like I said, it makes a, better environment for yourself. I understand in some situations, in some schools or whatever, whether it be public, private schools or whatever, I know some people's peers are not the, nicest individuals, so to speak. There may be some problems, whether it be where you live or whatever. And, that's understandable. There's not going to be nice people. There's always going to be people that are in a bad mood and try and put you down in a bad mood, no matter where you go in life. But like I said, just try and find the positivity in that. It really does help. I can't explain that enough. It really does. Throughout my life, like I said, it wasn't the most positive things, but like I said, I've turned anything negative into a positive, and I feel like I'm, pretty successful for it. Like I said, I feel like it's helped me out a lot in the long run, which is great. It really is. And, I just have to, honestly, it took me a while to actually understand it and, actually think about it. It's hard to break down because I feel like I'm pretty good at understanding how people think and how they, react to stuff. I feel like I can understand people, and I'm, pretty high level mentally and, all that. I understand why they're thinking what they're thinking. And instead of whenever, like, for example, I'm just going to give a quick example here for you guys to try and understand. So let's say someone's having a bad day. A lot of people, the average Joe, would just assume that that person is a jerk. That person is just a very mean individual, a very, I guess, I can't think of the right word for it, but they're just, not a nice person, so to speak, just in retrospect. But instead, what I try to do is I try and think, well, maybe they're just going through, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe they're just, something's going on in their personal life that I don't know about. I'm not here to judge. Now, before I get this underway, I wanted to say that I think in everyone's life, at least in one point in your life, you have judged someone. Now, that does not make you a bad person for judging someone. I think that, it's just by human nature that people do judge each other. It's just kind of, like I said, human nature. It's how the human mind reacts. It's just kind of like, we have opinions of our own, obviously. Everybody has their own opinion, and they can formulate their own opinion depending on how they were brought up and stuff. I feel like everybody's at least judged someone some way in their life at some point in time. And, it doesn't feel good to be judged. No one likes to be judged. So I try my best every day to not judge anybody and just try to understand them more and more, more or less than, judging them. I just, do my best to understand what they're going through. And I feel like that makes it a lot easier to, understand people, because if you just try and understand it, if you try and get to know them better, like say, hey, what's wrong, man? If, they don't want to talk, that's, understandable. Some people just don't like to talk about it. But majority of the time, they'll actually just need someone to talk to. It's how it is. I like to talk to people. I feel like I can help a lot of people. I've helped a lot of my friends in the past, too, that have been going through a lot of tough stuff in their personal life. I'm not going to name anything like specifically that people have talked about. I've had a bunch of friends come to me with a lot of troubles. They just needed someone to talk to, and I was that guy to talk to. I was like, hey, you know what? You got something to say? Tell me about it, and I'll try my best to give you the best advice I can give you. Of course, whether I have experienced that or not, I feel like my advice can really help some people, and it does make them overall feel better, and that, gives me a great feeling and a sensation where I feel like I've actually helped someone become a happier individual, and it's a great feeling. It really is. And I feel like I get that same feeling. It's a similar feeling whenever I make YouTube videos. I know it sounds kind of weird, but think about it for just a brief second. Let's say I make a YouTube video and someone really enjoyed it. Let's say I did something, kooky or funny or whatever, and they actually got a good little laugh out of it. And they comment on my video and say, hey, I thought that was really funny, or I really enjoyed your content. That makes me feel really good, not only to know that I produced a good enough content for someone to actually mention it and notice my work, but to actually brighten their day up better. It makes a big difference. It really does. It makes me feel a lot better. And that's the whole rewarding thing about YouTube. I think it's a whole rewarding experience, and it's such a great, just website. I think it's amazing. I know with, all the bugs YouTube has, let's be honest, it's not a perfect site, and it never will be. No site is perfect. Nothing's perfect in life. No one can be perfect. Nothing can be perfect, no matter how it is made. But I think it's a great site overall. And, it's pretty much impossible to perfect because there's just so many people on it, you know what I'm saying? But back to the subject. Like I was saying, it's a rewarding experience, and it's great to make people happy. And, when I try to understand people, it really does help out a lot. I can't explain that enough. I know I've said it a lot, and I know you're probably getting tired of hearing me say that, but like I said, if you just try to understand people a little bit better, instead of trying to judge them, you will find life to be a lot easier, and, a lot easier to get success by, and, it's just a lot easier to I guess just succeed in life. I'm not saying I'm the most successful person, because I'm not, But I feel like I have an easier time in life, especially in the teenager years. Us teenagers, we're just, teenagers, period. We just go through a lot of weird, stages in our life. And you guys know this. Most of you've probably been teenagers that are watching my videos. You've probably been through a stage. You're probably older than that. And like I said, you know what it's like to be a teenager. It's a complicated state in your life. So I feel like the more I can understand people, the easier my life can be as a teenager and throughout the rest of my life as a whole. But I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I know it was a long one, but I hope you stayed through for the whole ride. Feel free to leave your comments down below on what you thought about it. You guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.
Crazy music and building.